Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Ken and I'm on a journey to lose as much weight as I possibly can so I can become a fat guy no more. So week 29. Week 29 is in the books. Gonda, see ya. Week 29 started off, well, with a shot, but actually on Saturday. Totally forgot to take it on Friday last week like I was supposed to. So I took it about 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. I took a 10 milligram shot. For those keeping track, yep, this is multiple weeks consecutively for me now. Still following what my doctor said, as I mentioned in the last one, about alternating between my 10 and 7.5 to get rid of the last few 7.5 milligram shots that I've got. I have one more to go next week, and I'll be out of the 7.5 and just straight back on to 10, doing a shot every 2 weeks. So how did you guys celebrate St. Patrick's Day? Me? I made a pot of vegan Irish stew. I love a good soup and a good stew especially, but I don't make it too much anymore because the numbers aren't really that great. The bang for the buck, like I like to say. It's good. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. But the veggies in there and stuff give me a good amount of potassium and some fiber, but there's not a whole lot of protein in it. And so I haven't made it in a while, but I decided for St. Patrick's Day, what the heck? And I made a big old pot of it. And that way I was able to vacuum pack and freeze some servings going forward. So I've got some quick and easy meals when I'm recovering from my surgeries. So this week I was getting a little bit of cabin fever, or a little bit of spring fever, whatever you want to call it. The weather was looking pretty good, and I know I've got a busy month coming up, busy couple weeks especially, but then my surgery's looming down the line. And so I decided I would take off and go up and see my brother and his family up in Bartlesville. So my first stop was in Tulsa. There was a couple places I wanted to hit, honestly, up there. One of them I really couldn't find parking or any decent walking to, so I just kind of did a drive-by of it. The other is a place that I've been wanting to go to for a long time now. I grew up having read the book, and I've watched the movie, I don't even know how many times, honestly. I watched it just the other night. Just before I went up there. And that is The Outsiders. I mean, you talk about an amazing cast. You got Tom Cruise, you got Emilio Estevez, you got my man crush, without a doubt, Patrick Swayze, and too many others to count, honestly. It's an amazing movie. Of course, if you've seen it, you understand what I'm saying. It is, I don't know how to describe it. It talked to me when I was a kid, and it still does. And so when I found out that the house that the Curtis brothers lived in was there in Tulsa, just off the highway from where I was actually going to be and where I've driven by many times, I've wanted to go see it. So that's what I did. It was kind of weird standing there, honestly, especially having just watched the movie the night before. Like looking at that fence line there, it's the original fence. So it's the one that Patrick Swayze did his handstand over just before they were headed up the street to the park for the Rumble. And it was just kind of odd knowing that all of these actors, pretty much long before they became really big, were right there, you know, working with that house and filming this movie there. But it was cool. I really enjoyed my time. So after I left there, I headed up north about another hour up to Bartlesville to see my brother. He and his family own a coffee shop there called Sooner State Espresso. So I got there at the right time, just as they were kind of in a lull. So we got to talk a little bit before they got busy again. But they actually have a drink there named after me. They call it the Manfish. Obviously after my old brewing company. I think, yep, I've got one of those shirts on right here now, you can see. A couple posters behind me. And so I went up and got it, but I decided, even though I was splurging, I was going to get it sugar-free. And that's what I did, and it was still god-awful sweet. I mean, it was just like, wow. It was good. Took me a while to drink it because of how sweet it was. I'm just not used to the sweetness of stuff like that. So this is only my second blended coffee drink since I started Mounjaro back in September. The last one was early December when I got a caramel frap from Starbucks. Was able to drink about a quarter of it and just had to throw it away. And I haven't been back since. That was kind of when I had the realization of don't force yourself to eat or drink something if it's not doing anything for you. There's zero reason to be taking in those calories if you're not getting something from it. On my way back into town that night, the sun, oh my gosh, the sunset as I entered Oklahoma City was spectacular. Let me show you a couple of those photos here. It was unreal. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. Somebody else pointed out to me that it was almost like the skies that they show a couple different times in the movie The Outsiders. You know, stay gold, pony boy. Yeah, what a heck of a way to end a great day. Getting out and going up and seeing my brother and the Outsider's house. And you know, I don't think I would have done it if it hadn't been for Mounjaro, honestly. These are just things that I normally wouldn't do. That's a little over 2-hour drive each way. And just to go up, say, hey, have a drink, and come back. There's no way I would have done that without Mounjaro helping me lose this weight. So thank you once again to the greatness that is Mounjaro. All right, so let's take a look at this week's numbers. Calories, I came in with an average of 1,145 per day. My protein came in at 101. My fiber was at 42. My sodium was 1,093. And my potassium came in at 4,466. So what did that do for me on the scale? Well, This has been something interesting that I've been tracking here. This is my third consecutive week where I've actually gone up in weight on Saturday and Sunday. Now I admit I weigh way too often probably. Again, I'm a numbers guy. I like to just track stuff. I like to be able to see it and follow it and see what's going on and see if there's anything that I can tweak to do better or not. And so I weigh pretty much every day, if not every other day. And for the third consecutive weekend, I went up. So come Monday morning, I was actually up 4 pounds over the previous Friday morning. No rhyme, no reason, no nothing as to why my numbers are staying consistent. They just don't really give me any indicator as to why that would happen. However, much like the previous couple weeks, come official weigh-in day, that number was down. And this time it was down 3. Down 3 pounds. Granted, not as good as the last 3 weeks of 6, 6, and 5. But I've always said if I can average at least 3 pounds a week, I would be happy. Of course, I want more than that, don't we all? But I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. It was a little strange. It was a shot of 10 milligram. And with going up like that, I mean, I guess you could say technically I went down 7 for the week. In the previous weeks, even more. But officially, down 3. And I'll take it. So that puts me at having lost 138 pounds now with Mounjaro and a grand total of 173 pounds overall. So yeah, it was a fun week. Got out and got to do something, dropped 3 pounds. I even noticed that my steps have been going up even more lately. Not a whole lot, I mean, not compared to probably most people, but for me, I've noticed that it says that I'm averaging now about 2,600 steps a day, which previously, there's times that I was having weeks where I was averaging maybe 1,000 a week. Now remember too, I work from home and I don't really go out and do a whole lot, or at least I haven't been. I'm starting to do it more, and that's obviously why the steps have been going up. So that's something I'm going to keep an eye on because that's really exciting. I had a couple days there that were pushing 6,000 steps. Say like when I did my video for my 6 months, what I've learned, that day I was just a scotch under 6,000. I think literally at 59.98. And I was really excited about that. So that's something else I'm going to watch, because it's kind of exciting. I mean, to see your iPhone throw you a notification, hey, there's a change to your average steps. It's trending up. It's almost as exciting as when it says your average weight is trending down. That's always exciting. So I'd like to thank you for stopping by and watching this. And of course, as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to follow me on my journey to become a fat guy no more, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell so you can get notifications every time I upload a new video.